Did you know the way you answered "tell me about yourself" could be the difference between getting that job offer and getting rejected? Listen, in my opinion, this is the most important question in the entire interview because it sets the tone for the whole conversation. This video is specifically for those who have zero experience. I'm talking about the ones who are in university or just a recent graduate who are applying to and interviewing for internships or entry-level roles. I've been there where I have zero experience trying to get an internship, so I know how tough it can be, and this video is designed to help you guys out. Now, before we get into the actual structure of how to answer this question, let's hit 3 main things that you need to know before we get into the specifics. Number 1, when they ask, "tell me about yourself," they're not actually asking about like who you are, your personal details, your favorite coffee shop. What they're really asking is, what value do you bring, and are you the perfect fit for the role? They're looking to see how your background and skills match up with the role and the company. Now remember, they have a bunch of boxes they're trying to check off, and if you check them off, you'll probably get a job offer. So how do you know what boxes they're trying to check off? Well, it's simple. They tell you everything they need to know in the job description. You will find all the skills, proficiencies, and the nature of the type of person that in their eyes is the perfect fit for the role. Number 2, don't ramble. If you ramble and the interviewer gets lost or confused and it's not easy to follow, you'll come across as unprepared and unprofessional. Instead, be precise, structured, and prepared. And number 3 is show confidence. Now, confidence is everything in interviews. It shows that you are ready, it shows that you have ability, and that you are competent. Actually, research that shows that people value confident people's opinions highly, more higher than people who are unconfident. There's also tons of other research too that shows that confidence is one of the most highly attractable traits, not only for romantic relationships, but also for employment and hiring people. So it's extremely, extremely powerful. Let's start with the actual structure on how to answer this question. My structure that I teach people and that I've used successfully is 3 parts, right? 1, the present, who you are. 2, the past, what you've done and what you've learned. And 3, where you want to go and your ambition. So let's go into each section of this answer, break it down, and then give you the full example. Now, number 1 is present. Who you are, what's your current situation. We're talking about university students or recent graduates, right? So this answer will be comprised of your academic status, your recent or relevant coursework, and any current kind of extracurriculars you're involved in. So student projects, clubs. So I studied finance and I work in finance. So I'll give you an example from someone who's majoring in finance. I'm currently a senior at the University of Florida studying finance. I'm focused on coursework around business analytics, financial modeling, and the fundamentals of corporate finance. Beyond academics, I'm also part of the Dean's Council, where I help organize and host undergraduate events for students like me. Now, number 2 is the past. What you've done, what you've learned, the skills you've kind of accumulated. And you really want to make sure you tailor this to the job description. So if the job description is all about communication and teamwork and presentation skills, you want to tailor those past experiences and projects to those items. We have no experience, right? So we have to be a little bit creative and expressive around this. Because if we had like an internship or previous job industry experience, it'd be easier, right? We'd be able to draw upon those experiences and have a much easier path to explain these skills, but we don't, and that's okay. So we can use school projects, personal portfolio projects, class coursework, any sort of extracurricular activity within school, volunteer work, part-time jobs. It just matters that you have some sort of experience that has these skills and these transferable skills that you can frame in the right way. I'll give you my example. Throughout my time at the University of Florida, I've been very involved in student groups like the Dean's Council, but also the undergraduate real estate club and the investment club. Being involved in these gave me the opportunity to build a community, but more importantly, the ability to collaborate and communicate well within groups. On top of that, one of my main interests is financial modeling. Last semester, as part of a finance competition, I conducted a discounted cash flow analysis model on the stock Apple. This helped me develop strong analytical and Excel skills, and I got to present to a panel of judges once I completed the analysis. I really enjoyed presenting my findings to the panel and really understanding the drivers of a stock valuation. Third part, lastly, is future. This is where you end your answer by explaining why you want to join this role and make the final case on what you can bring to the company. Here's my example. I'm excited about the opportunity at Disney for many reasons, but mainly because of 1, its community-like culture, 2, its customer-centric business approach. 3, its innovative, growth-oriented future. As a leader in the industry, Disney's commitment to excellence and innovation deeply resonate with me. And I believe my skills in financial modeling and strong communication will excel and prove valuable to the team at Disney. Now, this structure really sets you up for a successful interview. By sharing these key insights in your background and your past experiences, you pique the interviewer's interest and encourage them to ask follow-up questions based on your answer. This approach gives them nuggets to latch onto without overwhelming them in all this detail and information up front. And it keeps the conversation focused on the stories you mentioned so that you can progress them further and show how strong of a candidate you are. Now, if you do this right, it gives you the opportunity to pave the entire journey of the interview in the right direction. This answer can lead to the interviewer and be like, oh, that sounds awesome. Tell me more about the Dean's Council, or tell me more about the X experience. Tell me more about why you resonate with innovation. Like, tell me more about why you want to join Disney. This is really interesting. And it gives you the chance to dive deep into those strengths. Control the path of the interview and ultimately prove why and how you're the best and perfect candidate for the role.